No.
Good morning. Welcome to the Crawford County Commissioners Work Session for June 21st. We'll start with public safety.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning,
Greg.
We're here this morning asking for your approval to renew the maintenance agreement with our SBM Electronics for our audio recorders at a cost of $6,495. That comes out of our normal wireless funds. And we're also asking your approval to create 2 part-time 911 telecommunicator positions at a maximum of 32 hours a week.
Okay. Any questions for Greg? One thing before you step down, Greg. So Bill 988 passed the House committee, but it would increase the wireless fee from $165 to $197. I would encourage everyone to support that. Of course, we use that money to offset all of our costs. Sure. And you know that eventually, if we don't change it, the general fund will have to pay for some of those costs. So certainly an important bill that we should all back and support, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
prior to that bill, it was costing the county a lot every year.
True. Thanks, Greg.
I remember those days.
Correctional facility.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Jack. Morning, Jack.
This morning I'm seeking to ratify the purchase of a water bottle, water cooler filler, purchased from Colt Plumbing. Purchase price is $1,383.30 and to be funded from the ARPA funds.
Questions for Jack?
Nope.
Thank you, Jack.
It'd be the
thanks.
revenue replacement, Stephanie.
Care Center. Morning, Stacy.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. We're looking to approve the $1,366.54 invoice from McCandless Ford to pay for, it was an inspection and brake repair
Okay.
on the transit van. Approve the $73,264.52 invoice for PA nursing facility assessment, which is a CHC assessment for first quarter 2023.
Okay.
And approve the $68,707.04 invoice for PA nursing facility assessment CHC for second quarter ending 6/30/23.
Any questions for Stacy? Thank you. IT?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
IT's here seeking to ratify the purchase of a 55-inch smart TV from Amazon for $3,079.99.
Any questions for Tim? Thank you.
Thank you.
The sheriff? For everybody's records, we're actually withdrawing 5A and 5C, so Dave just has one to present today.
Yeah, I'm asking to approve the contract with Rapid Scan for the Judicial Center X-ray machines at $4,989.60 each. So the total is $9,979.20.
Okay.
Thank you.
Planning?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Jack.
Morning.
First item this morning, we're seeking approval of an invoice from Hashik MTR, the amount of $5,442.54 for engineering services with Edmire Complex. This is paid for out of the Titusville CDBG program. We're also seeking a payment for a partial invoice from Klingensmith Enterprises LLC, the amount of $86,626.70 for the North Shenango water line or sewage line extension project. This is paid for out of the 2019 CDBG program. We're seeking another partial payment for the same company in the amount of $20,648.80 for the same project, and this is paid for out of CDBG CV1. That's why there's the split between the two. It's two different funding sources. That should close out that project, or at least get us up until, I think they have one more invoice that might come in. I just have to double check. We're also asking for approval of the letter of understanding from for our ARC Power Grant with Clear Lake Authority. That letter of understanding allows us to move forward with construction on their property because they own the East Branch Trail, and that project is out to bid currently right now. We're also seeking approval of an invoice for $16,500 from KC Transportation Inc. for removing the two blighted properties in Venango Borough. This is paid for out of the 2021 CDBG program. And then finally, we're asking to purchase, or to ratify purchase of materials for the public engagement associated with the 2024 Comprehensive Plan Project in the amount of $581.54 from Amazon. This is paid for out of the State Facility Transition Closure Program. And this is work session only for notification.
Any questions for Zach? Thank you, Zach.
Thanks, Jack.
County maintenance?
Morning, Mark.
Morning, Mark. Asking to ratify approval to pay invoices for the courthouse remodeling project, the HVAC project, to Meadville Ready Mix for $440. Asking to ratify approval to pay AMP Electric, application number 1 to relocate electric to the courthouse for $89,766. Asking to ratify approval to pay McCandless Ford to replace front differential and drive shaft on a 2017 Ford F-250 for $3,713.08. This will be paid with liquid fuels money. Asking approval to pay KSG Concrete. They concreted the floor in the liquid fuels building out in Sagertown for $10,600, and this will also be paid for with liquid fuels money. Asking to ratify approval invoices from the remodeling project, the Voter Services Office, Home Depot for $77.28, Sherwin-Williams for $191.35. Asking to ratify approval of an invoice for the courthouse remodeling project, the Treasurer's Office, from Amazon for $30.11. Approval to pay A.W. Farrell and Sons application number 2 to replace the flat roof at the Crawford County Care Center for $62,906.40. Asking approval to pay A.W. Farrell and Sons to replace the gable siding on the roof of the Crawford County Care Center for $8,727. That's an add-on to the contract, yeah. Asking approval to pay Clearwater Systems, this is for installing a water softener at Renewed Life Haven for $11,387.40. Asking approval to pay Canada Security to replace security cameras and equipment damaged by a storm at the fairgrounds at Gate 2 for $1,640. And last, asking approval to hire Gutters Choice. This is to install gutters on the south side of the livestock complex at the fairgrounds for $8,800.
Any questions for Mark? Thank you, Mark. Thanks. Human Services?
Morning.
Morning, Sue.
Sorry. I'm requesting approval to delete a clerk typist 2 position and create a fiscal tech position. We're looking to combine some mental health eligibility duties of a previous clerk typist 2 position with some fiscal responsibilities and some fiscal monitoring. Requesting approval of payment to CDW Government for the purchase of a color printer for the fiscal department. The total cost is $538.02. The cost to the county is $82.64. This is a budgeted item. Requesting approval of payment to Leonard's Auto for repairs to car number 19. The total cost is $3,216.53. The cost to the county is $585.29. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 22-23 MHIDEI contract with Bayada Home Health Care for in-home and community supports, level 2 enhanced with LPN. We have not contracted with this provider for several years, but there is now an ID consumer who needs temporary in-home and community support services. This service will not extend into the next fiscal year. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP and HSDF contracts. There are 17 contracts for 11 providers. The total of the HAP awards is $208,000. The cost to the county is $11,104.88. The total of HSDF awards is $89,500. The cost to the county is $4,778.30. So here we go. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP grant contract with Center for Family Services for case management services. The total maximum is $15,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $800.83. requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP contract with Center for Family Services for rental assistance. The total maximum is $74,500. Cost to the county is a maximum of $3,977.47.
How does that connect, Sue, with ERAP? If ERAP's all done, this is a different program?
Yes, this is a
Self-standing?
different, yep.
Okay.
Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-23 HSDF grant contract with Center for Family Services for the food pantry. The total maximum is $5,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $266.94. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HSDF grant contract with Crawford County CASA for court-appointed special advocate services. Total maximum is $10,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $533.89. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HSDF grant contract with Crawford County Drug and Alcohol for SAP Prevention Specialist Services. The total maximum is $15,500. The cost to the county is a maximum of $827.53. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP contract with CHAPS for emergency shelter services. The total maximum is $27,500. The cost to the county is a maximum of $1,468.19. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP contract with CHAPS for housing case management services. The total maximum is $21,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $1,121.17. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HSDF grant contract with Crawford County School for Adult Education for academic tutoring towards GED and diploma services. The total maximum is $9,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $480.50. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HSDF grant contract with Meadville Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship Fund for mentoring services. The total maximum is $12,500. The cost to the county is a maximum of $667.36. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HSDF grant contract with Titusville Regional Literacy Council for GED diploma classes and adult family digital literacy services. The total maximum is $6,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $320.33. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HSDF grant contract with Titusville YMCA for the Tiny Footsteps program. The total maximum is $15,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $800.83. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HSDF grant contract with United Way of the Titusville region for the Center for Financial Independence Services. The total maximum is $6,500. Cost to the county is a maximum of $347.03. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP contract with Women's Services for Greenhouse Shelter Services. The total maximum is $16,500. The cost to the county is a maximum of $880.92. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HSDF grant contract with Women's Services for Child Abuse Awareness Program Services. The total maximum is $10,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $533.89. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP contract with YWCA Titusville Services for case management. The total maximum is $13,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $694.06. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP contract with the YWCA Titusville for rental assistance services. The total maximum is $27,500. The cost to the county is a maximum of $1,468.19. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP contract with YWCA Titusville for St. James House Shelter Services. The total maximum is $13,000. The cost to the county is a maximum of $694.06. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 MHIDEI contract with the Achievement Center of Lecom Health for family-based mental health services. The contract maximum is decreasing from $20,276.88 to $14,844, with the rationale being that most consumers are MA billable and therefore the provider has not been utilizing anywhere near the full contracted amount. The MA billable state match rate is determined by the state and is adjusted every October. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 MHID EI contract with Corey Counseling of Lecom Health for outpatient and medication management services. We have not previously contracted with Corey Counseling, but they have been providing services to Crawford County consumers in various capacities. They provided services to 62 Crawford consumers during fiscal year 22-23. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 MHID EI contract with the Crawford County Mental Health Awareness Program for a variety of community mental health service programs. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 22-23, except for Pathfinders, which is a new program and was recently approved by Carillon, and we're matching the Carillon rate. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 MHID EI contract with Family Services of Northwest PA for family-based mental health services. Contract maximum is increasing by 25% from the original $18,504 in fiscal year 22-23, as they are now fully staffed and anticipate having an increase in non-MA billable consumers. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 MHID EI contract with Mercer County Behavioral Health Commission for crisis intervention and delegate services. Mercer County Behavioral Health provides mental health crisis and delegate services to Crawford residents under their existing mental health crisis intervention license through DHS. They have a satellite office within our building. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 23-24 MHID EI contract with Regional Counseling Center for outpatient and medication management services. RCC provides various outpatient services to children and families within the Titusville School District who have a mental health diagnosis. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 22-23 professional contract with Corral Phillips for constable services and mileage. As a Pennsylvania State Constable, Corral provides transportation for 302, 304, and 201 MH warrants, as well as emergency CYS transports as requested. And finally, the following contracts have the same services and rates as fiscal year 22-23. Bethesda Lutheran Services, a CYS JP contract for foster care, ITU shelter, and Right Start for Young Mother services. Family Services and Children's Aid Society of Venango County, a professional contract for Crawford Student Assistance Liaison Service. And Woodbridge Counseling LLC, a professional contract for emergency mobile crisis outreach services and insurance reimbursement.
Any questions for Sue? Thank you.
At the meeting, do you want me to go through all of those happen HSDF, or do you want me to just do the total?
I think we can do them all in a group.
Okay, that's what I was
Thank you.
thinking, but
Good,
thank you.
Good, thanks.
Human Resources.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Stephanie.
I'm
Yeah,
requesting
Brittany.
It's
Jeez.
okay.
That's Stephanie.
I go by whatever, I'm used to it. I'm requesting ratification for the payment of the Campbell Durant Beatty invoice number 74608 in the amount of $10,098.62 for special labor council.
Any questions for Brittany or Stephanie? Some of
It's
that.
all the
Brittany-
sun from yesterday.
Brittany's now,
isn't it?
Stephanie's next. I got it straight, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Finance.
Good morning.
Morning, Stephanie.
Morning, Stephanie.
For your approval, I have invoices totaling $627,547.03. This is going to be a change from what we have on the list. Yesterday, late afternoon, we got an amendment from Human Services. Their invoice that was for $497,097.69 was amended down to $489,989.97. So the first is to Fame RV Center. It's for repairs improvements to the fire school firehouse. The amount is $3,760.06, and this is public safety contributions through ARPA revenue replacement. The second is to Community Health Services. It's the 2021-22 reimbursement reconciliation report in the amount of $59,674, and it comes from Human Services. The next is the CCAP P Corp deductible reimbursement in the invoice number INV 056479 in the amount of $10,000. That comes from insurance premiums. The next is to Community Health Services. It's the May 22-23 trip reimbursement, invoice number 164, in the amount of $64,123. That comes from the MATP trip reimbursements. And finally is the CYS invoice for the 2022-2023 quarter 3 county match in the amount of $489,989.97. That comes from County CYS.
What's your total then?
I have a total of $627,547.03.
Okay,
For your ratification, I have invoices totaling $746,030.67. It is to P-CHIP. It's our July 2023 health insurance premium. The invoice number is 132829-0 in the amount of $746,030.67. That comes from insurance premiums. And there's one other thing that's on here that got missed. I have an engagement letter with Mayor Dussel. It is so they can help us to implement the new GASB statement number 87. And that statement, under GASB 87, it defines the scope of leased assets as non-financial assets such as land. It changes the way that we need to report our leases. Under GASB 87, a lessee is required to recognize a lease liability and an intangible right-to-use lease asset, and a lessor is required to recognize a lease receivable and deferred inflow of resources. It improves the relevancy and consistency of the information. So it will be a nice challenge for us to implement and then
what she
start
said, yeah.
reporting on.
Any questions for Stephanie? Okay, the Fair Board, Commissioner Witherspoon.
Yeah, these are all agreements that the Fair Board has approved at their previous meetings. The first one is the agreement with the Meadville Housing Authority for use of the old soccer fields for parking during the fair. Cost is $2,700. The next is a contract with Westmead Township for security assistance during the fair. That total was $5,993. Contract for Powell's Sanitation for their services for the fair, $9,500. And lastly, the contract with Chris Higbee for a concert on Monday evening in the U Show Arena. This is paid by the Fair Board, $7,000 as a total.
Thank you, Francis.
You're welcome.
Any public comment? Okay. The next upcoming events will be a full session on June 28th, and the courthouse will be closed for July 4th. Commissioner comments, Commissioner Saw.
Nothing for me today, thank you.
Commissioner Witherspoon.
I am good as well.
Do you want to use your time to talk about the buttons that are for sale? That'd be good.
Sure. Yeah, the Crawford County Fair Board this year has decided to try something new with having buttons that you can purchase for a weekly pass to attend the fair. They're kind of a souvenir idea kind of thing. It has a year of the fair on it. And you can purchase those at the fair office up at the fairgrounds. We have them here in the commissioner's office. And there's several other locations. I believe that's on the fair's website. Those other locations are available. They're $30 for the week.
Thank you.
Good idea.
All right, I don't have anything. If not, we'll see you next week. Thank you.